And now, your ABC6 Storm Tracker weather with meteorologist Bill Guile.
Good afternoon, everyone. A very warm, muggy day today, but I have a little bit of interesting information for you. Providence, technically TF Green, has not reached 90 degrees all summer long, but summer doesn't officially end until September 23rd. So we have a couple of opportunities still to get there. And in fact, we do have a shot at hitting 90 this week, and maybe a couple of chances as well. And the latest we've ever gone before we saw the first 90 degree day occurrence was all the way back on September 15th of 1915. That's one record we don't really need to break necessarily. Here's the weather pattern that has been setting up across the region over the weekend and will continue for the next couple of days. High pressure is building across the eastern Great Lakes through New England, and so it's just feeding in the hot and humid conditions into the northeast, and it's going to stick around for most of the upcoming week with the jet stream lifting well up into Canada because of that high pressure area. So right now in Providence, sunshine, just a few clouds around, a little bit hazy out there as well, but it feels like 87 degrees. That's because the dew point is up into the mid 60s at the present time with a light wind out of the southeasterly direction. All throughout the region, the dew points are in the 60s, even some low 70s, so the air kind of has that heavy feel to it for your Labor Day, and it's going to continue to stay like that for the next several days. The breeze has been predominantly out of the south throughout the Ocean State, and we're going to continue to see that through the next day or two as well. Right now, we see much of the area still holding on to the mid-80s, the exception right along the south coast with that wind coming off the water. So Newport's at 81 degrees, Block Island 79. A little bit better if you're out on Cape Cod. Pretty much stayed in the upper 70s to near 80 all day long. But the heat, as I mentioned, is off to the west. It's 91 in Chicago, 90 in Green Bay, Wisconsin. So, yeah, that heat is just coming in our direction. The high pressure is just kind of hanging around here. It'll stick with us for the next couple of days, but kind of drift to the south. But the humidity stays with us. So throughout the day tomorrow, good deal of sunshine, although there'll be some high clouds coming in. This is the remnants. You can see that little L on the very edge of your screen. It's the remnants of Gert, and it's kind of just drifting back towards Nova Scotia, but going to run itself out of energy. But it will send some high clouds in our direction for tomorrow afternoon. But go into Wednesday, kind of another delightful summer-like day, as we'll see hot and humid conditions, and then a frontal system will be coming in for the latter half of the week. So as we get on into Thursday and Friday, we'll start to run the risk of some showers approaching, and that kind of lingers into the weekend. But we're turning to the tropics. Again, I mentioned the remnants of Gert just kind of wandering around up here in the North Atlantic. It's not going to do anything. It's just run itself out of energy. Several waves that are all just now kind of remnants of previous systems. But there is another one that has come off the African coastline. I pointed this out Friday if you were watching, and I'm kind of a little concerned about this one. I think this one is definitely going to get a name. It would be called Lee. That could happen tomorrow or Wednesday. I'm going to watch that because it is going to certainly head to the Caribbean and then head towards at least the mid-Atlantic states the way the long-range model guidance suggests going into next week. So quite a while before we'll have to really get concerned about it. All right, so here's what's going on over for the evening hours tonight. Just a gorgeous evening. Just some passing clouds overnight tonight. We'll drop back down into the 60s. And tomorrow we'll bounce right back up into the upper 80s. Some spots could hit 90 degrees, but you'll notice the humidity. And then on Wednesday, we'll get it closer to 90 once again. And same story, I think, Thursday for sure. So we'll mark that one down. Friday, there'll be a lot of clouds around and perhaps a shower Friday night. Showers possible for Saturday and a lingering spot shower around on Sunday as we cool back a little bit finally for the upcoming weekend. That's your latest forecast. Tiffany.